Hello everybody, welcome to my first ever speed build. I decided to build a gingerbread house because it's Christmas, and that's fun. I did kind of struggle with getting the layout at first. I was basing it off a picture, I'll put that up on the screen. My Twitter followers voted for which gingerbread house I should base this off of. If you want to be like participating in more polls like that, you should follow me on Twitter. There's a link in my description. It's all cool and fun. But yeah, I will put up a picture on the screen. It's like a fancy little thing, but you'll see it, so it's not like I need to describe it to you. Yeah, I originally was gonna have a third floor, but then I thought it would be more accurate not to have one. I cut out a lot of me struggling with the shape of it as well, getting the little tower part on the side to look right. I'm not the best builder in the world. I do enjoy building, I'm just not that great at it. It's fun. Having fun is what matters, isn't it? Like, yeah. I'm also not great at voiceovers, apparently, but it's the first one. We're allowed to struggle. It's fine. Struggling is what makes us human. So you're not allowed to judge me, actually. It's fine. Also, I hope y'all enjoy the Nutcracker music. I'm enjoying the Nutcracker music. It's very Christmassy. Yeah, here's the roof. The roof was actually not as hard as I was expecting it to be. It was very simple, which I appreciated. The gingerbread house I based this off of, it looks a little complicated, so I was kind of afraid, and when everybody was voting for it, I was like, oh no, why did I include this in the voting? But it turned out pretty good, I think. And I figured out, I was actually watching Plume Sims' stream right before I started building this, and I realized you can hit Shift-C to get more little nodes when you build roofs. I haven't gotten to that part of the video yet, but I just need to make sure everybody knows that's how you get the extra shape nodes to control shapes on roofs. It's a fucking game changer. It's so good. Like, I cannot. Yeah, so I painted it brown, obviously. It's a gingerbread house. And I built it on this snowy lot in Mount Komorebi because, obviously, you know, it's a winter theme. There's the Shift-C. That's what I was talking about. We get the extra shape control. It's amazing. It honestly took this roof to a whole nother level. But yeah, snowy lot, Mount Komorebi, just for that, you know, that little, like, icing sugar look sort of thing. I did shape these triangular parts of the roof a little funkily, like with curves and stuff that you probably wouldn't be able to do with actual cookies, but I thought it added a lot of visual interest, so I did it anyway, so it was fun. Yes, and here we come to the inside, which I'm just lighting up with filler lights so I can see what I'm doing. And then I struggled a little bit picking a floor. I ended up going with carpet. It's kind of got that, like, cookie texture that I liked. Yeah, and then here I am shrinking the house again because I made it too big. I'm not the greatest at visual, like, guessing. But it turned out good, so it's fine. Yeah, and I also had a hard time picking windows. I cut out a lot of me going through different windows, but I ended up going with these Realm of Magic ones because they matched the door I picked. And I like how they look like they're kind of, they got like the white trim, but it's like a thick trim, and it kind of looks like it's made of royal icing. It's very nice. And those three little flower windows on the top of the roof piece there, I did that to kind of mimic the little decorations on the inspiration pick, which I obviously couldn't do exactly because that was like very intricate icing details that you can't really do in The Sims, but I tried my best. I thought it was very pretty, that's why I chose it to be one of the options for voting. And yeah, the floor plan was a little fun, let's just put it that way, because every time I would make a room, the platforms would like jump up to the maximum height for some reason, and I have no idea why. It's just glitched, and they kept jumping up, and I don't know, like, see, you see me having to lower it every time I make a room. It's high-key annoying, but we made it. We made it through. Yeah, it was a little bit difficult to come up with, like, a gingerbread house floor plan, because gingerbread houses obviously don't really have, like, a floor plan. They're very much, like, focused on the outside, because who's gonna go and intricately design the inside of a gingerbread house? No one. Maybe someone on the Great British Baking Show. But, like, not anyone else. Yeah. I especially struggled with the upstairs floor plan because I just didn't know what to do, but I eventually just made it like one master bedroom and a bathroom, and then kind of like an upstairs hallway area. Yeah. I also just, you know, it's just one bathroom downstairs, kitchen, dining room, and a big living room. And yeah, platform glitching again. No clue why that's happening. If anyone knows why that happens, please feel free to tell me, because it's honestly very annoying. But yeah, I kind of went for a closed off floor plan because, you know, I figure if you're just putting cookies in there, it's hard to make like an open floor plan work. Although that would be easier to make, probably. But I was just imagining like cookie walls. It's hard to do anything super... Like, you can't really do half walls with cookies. I mean, I guess you could. I don't know what I'm talking about. I thought the closed off floor plan looked nice. There we go. There we go. And these wreaths, oh my god, they're so pretty. Sized up, even. And then I started putting these garlands everywhere. I really like how the outside turned out. I put garlands everywhere. I did struggle with getting them to like line up evenly, so I did have to make like a little bump out by the front door. You're probably gonna see me do that in a few seconds, just to make everything line up and look nice. Obviously, the bump out for the front door wasn't present in the source image, but we take liberties here. It's called creative building. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to like talk like a normal person. It's fine. But yeah, definitely struggled a little bit with getting the garlands to look nice, but they look nice, so... Yeah, here now I'm putting them all over all the sides. Yeah, and see, some of them I just have to shrink the one in the middle to make it look good. It's fine. But like, you could do this with icing, right? On a gingerbread house. I figured it was kind of mimicking like fancy icing. It looks good. It looks very Christmassy. The inside is also very Christmassy. You'll see once I start furnishing it. There's just so many. I think I put Christmas presents like in every room, I want to say. Well, maybe not every room. I don't think the bathrooms have Christmas presents in them, but you know what I mean. Like, there are so many presents. This is a Christmas house. Like, there is no mistaking it. Yeah. I am glad I did this. I probably wouldn't have been able to pick a source image either, so I'm very glad my Twitter followers enable me and vote in my polls. It's fun. Thanks to everyone who voted in the polls, by the way. I enjoy polls. I know it's probably annoying that I have, like, a new poll every single day, but y'all vote in them, so... Who am I to stop, really? Oh yeah, I picked these condoms? Holy shit. Columns! I'm so sorry. These columns look like candy canes, and that's why I picked them. I just called them condoms. I want to kill myself. It's fine. No one heard that. It's okay. Yes, and then here's where because I could see through the window in the picture that there was a Christmas tree in that specific window, so I had to put that there, obviously. Yes, and then here's where I changed all my archways to be square so I could put that garland on them. Very Christmassy house. Very Christmassy house. I still can't believe I called the columns condoms. What is wrong with me? My brain just doesn't work. I mean, if you hang out in my streams, you know that. But my brain really does not work. Yeah, I also had a hard time picking swatches for just about every item in this build. I do that in all my builds. But this is the first one I've, like, recorded to make a speed build of, so I guess... It's coming out now. The secret's out. I'm indecisive as fuck. You don't even want to know how long this speed build was before I cut all my indecisiveness out. It was, when I sped it up, the footage, it was an hour and 10 minutes. And then when I cut out all the parts where I had actually was, like, not even focused on the sim screen, I was, like, watching something else, cut that part out, it was down to, like, 45 minutes. And then I just cut out indecisiveness. And then it became, what is it right now? Like, Jesus, like 20 minutes? 26 minutes? Yeah, I'm very indecisive. I also cut out a lot of me spinning the camera around like a madman. I don't know, I really need to stop spinning it that much. It's kind of ridiculous, but a lot of it is me checking. I think to see if anything's floating or something, because I had some weird instances of objects floating in this build. For no reason, because, again, platforms glitching or something. I love the platforms, don't get me wrong, but, like, they glitch so bad. I do not know why. I tried to do a Sunken Kitchen, and, I ended up not doing it because it kept deleting all my garlands, and I didn't want to put them back, because that would take too long, so no Sunken Kitchen. By the way, the way I did this, the levels of this house, I didn't do a foundation, I just put it up on a too-high platform. All the rooms are on a too-high platform on the bottom floor, which in my mind was kind of based on the fact that, like, for the base of the house, you do, like, maybe 2 layers of cookie, you know, for the platforms. So instead of a foundation, it's platforms because it's cookies. I don't know what I'm talking about. Cookies. Cookies. We love cookies in this house. I don't think I've built an actual gingerbread house in my life besides the ones that come from kits, so honestly, I really, really appreciate anyone who actually builds a gingerbread house just, like, from their own design. It's awesome. Also, this is what I picked every single fucking couch in the game because I couldn't decide on a couch, so you're welcome. You get to see every couch in the game that comes in red, green, or white, or brown. I eventually decided on the, like, get-together bench-looking ones because they kind of look like they're made of cookies, you know? I was very focused on cookie aesthetic. They kind of look like, it's like the cookie cutouts with royal icing for the cushions, I don't know. And then this is what I was trying to decide what color to use and maybe mixing matching colors, but I ended up going with the white. It's a little more neutral so I could pick my decorations better. And then it took me ages to pick a coffee table. So here you go. I left in some of the indecisiveness, so, like, y'all don't think I'm lying about it. I also don't want to project myself as this crazy, awesome builder who knows what they want all the time. I don't. I am the most indecisive person on the planet. So indecisive, in fact, I couldn't pick a source image and had everyone on Twitter vote for it, so there's your proof. There's your proof right there. Yeah, I wanted a fireplace, obviously. There's nothing more Christmassy than being all cozy around a fireplace. Just hanging out. I mean, I guess if you live in a cold place. If you live in, like, Florida, you probably don't have a fireplace. Oh yeah, I also kind of pulled out every single item from, like, Seasons and the Holiday Pack just to, like, know what I had access to. So that's what all the clutter is. That's not gonna stay. Don't worry about it. Oh, and this is when I discovered the present piles. Look how many presents. Yep. And then I found that table. It matches the fireplace, so of course I had to use it. I found the snowman. I needed to use him somewhere. He's very cute. And then I started putting the snowflakes outside for even more decoration, which I'm very happy I did that because it kind of makes it look a little more inspired in more than just shape by the image I picked, or that you guys picked. I half picked it. It's just that y'all made the final decision for me. But yeah, I couldn't do, like, the crazy, intricate lace patterns, but I could do this, so you're welcome. And I really do think it looks like a gingerbread house. Like, I'm sure there's been better gingerbread house builds by other simmers, but I like mine. I think it looks cute. I don't remember how long. I think I spent about 5 hours building this, but a lot of that time was also spent, like, switching between this and watching my friend Tiff stream the Game Awards, so I don't know the actual time. Yeah. Oh, here's the camera spinning. I'm so sorry. Oh yeah, and then I realized I had this garland to use. I tried to put it across the whole room, but it didn't really work. So I think I just kept it on one wall, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, I think I just kept it on the fireplace wall. And then, I know I put snowflakes under it. It looks nice. I like it. It was hard to find, like, wall decorations because there weren't that many that I liked. I almost used these paintings from Tiny Living because they're kind of wintry looking, but then I ended up going with something else. I don't remember what exactly. I think it might have been the little heart things from Outdoor Retreat because they kind of look like yeah, here they are. They look like cookies. They could be cookies. And then I used the little mountain muffin? It's not muffin. What are they called? Mittens. Mitten holder. From Snowy Escape, because it kind of looked like it was made out of cookies on the back. Oh man, I can't speak, I apologize. I have problems with that. If a word kind of sounds like another word, my brain is like, here we go. I don't care that that's almost the word, so here you go. That's all you get, sorry. Also, just random thought, I don't think I've ever seen anybody use, like, the white swatch of TVs, like, ever. To the point where when I was building this, I didn't realize TVs had other swatches, and I was like, wait, what? I could use a different swatch? So I did. You're welcome. It's a snowy TV for winter. Yep. And then I decided the entryway needed a little sprucing up, so I put a little table and some holly. Cute little hollies. It's very nice. You know, lots of people's houses have like a weird little table in a corner like that just to fill in the space. At least I think my houses that I've lived in have had things like that just because, like, what else are you gonna put there? And then I realized you probably need a Christmas tree in the living room. If you're like living here, you probably want a Christmas tree in the living room. And the way I ended up doing it was I had one functional pile of presents in the corner over there, and then I kind of surrounded it with the decorative presents. So for your Sims, really, there's just that one pile, but like, it looks like they have massive amounts of presents. That's a trick. Yeah. And then I couldn't figure out where to put the other ones because they didn't look good in the dining room anymore. And then I didn't know what to do in this little area, so I put a cabinet. I don't think I end up with that cabinet. I think I put a different one in there, but I do use that somewhere. My brain is shot. I apologize. My memory doesn't work. I just try my best. Y'all know. If you know me, you know. By the way, if you don't know me, my name is Abby. I'm kind of a variety gamer. I make a lot of content about all sorts of games. I like The Sims a lot. My content isn't 100% focused around it all the time. But that's okay. Variety is allowed. I've seen a lot of people say on the internet, like, don't be a variety content creator. No one will ever watch your videos. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Because I couldn't live with myself if I just made content for one game. I would get so bored. It's a problem. Also, I felt like that needed to be a wreath right there. Because the wall was empty. Oh, that's right. I put the china cabinet in the kitchen. And I put a little holiday decorations box in the kitchen. Just to kind of fill up that corner. I don't know that you would actually use it in gameplay. Because it would kind of just cover up the decorations I put out. But you can try and see what it looks like. And then I put more presents up here because I didn't know what to do in this corner either. So I put another functional pile of presents and then surrounded it with decorative presents again. Because, you know, that's how I roll, apparently. And then this is where they kept floating in the air. Like, do you see that? Like, why? I know it's because, like, the porch outside, or it's not really a functional, you can't go out there, but it's a porch. It's raised up. But, like, why does it float inside? I don't know. Someone can explain that to me. That would be nice. Sims team, if you're listening. The little ones didn't float for whatever reason. It was just the bigger piles that floated. So I just kind of filled in the back area with little presents to hide it. But more presents, yay! And then I put the little hearts on the wall because the wall was empty. You know, like you do. And then I realized the presents had a purple swatch. So I was like, purple's nice. Purple and blue are nice. Gotta change it up. And then I found the Parenthood Lights, as you can see. I put them everywhere because they look wintry when placed in a winter context, I think. I love them. Like, if I had to pick one item from Parenthood that I'd keep forever, it'd be these lights. I am obsessed with little fairy lights all the time. They're so good. And then this little corner, I wanted to make a little reading nook. Because I always think those are so cute when people put reading nooks in their builds. So I was like, I'll do that. And that's why I'm spending 8 hours picking chairs, because I couldn't pick chairs. I wanted like a little, I don't know what the right term is, like, I guess eccentric or eclectic aesthetic where there's two different chairs that just aren't the same chair in different swatches. It's like two different chairs that look kind of like they go together, which I ended up with these two. And then I put a bookshelf in there too. The Realm of Magic. Realm of Magic really, really is the MVP of this build, honestly. The windows, the doors on the front and the back, this bookcase. It's all Realm of Magic. And I am here for it. It's really got that kind of mystical, magical look to it that really works. And as I was saying earlier with the windows and the doors, it kind of looks like they're outlined in royal icing, so yeah, that's what I was going for. And then this is the master bathroom, which I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with. Because I didn't want to just make the same bathroom as downstairs, especially because this one's bigger. So I decided to make a little raised up bathtub platform, which ended up looking really cool. Of course, I had to make it extra wide so that it would be functional. So then I just put some fancy stuff on, like a fancy little towel holder and a fancy little ottoman to make it fancy. So this is the fancy part of the house. Because who doesn't want fancy shit in their gingerbread house? Like, I know I do. I mean, I I don't know if anyone's gonna play in this house. Probably not. But it needs to look pretty. That's my opinion. And then it took me forever to decide what window to put there because I thought the big window was too big. But then I put this Strangerville window in and I thought it looked too different. And then, oh yeah, and then that ottoman kept clipping through the floor for some reason, so that was fun. Realm of Magic rug. See, Realm of Magic. MVP. It's perfect. I did use the same toilet and sink from downstairs, though. Because consistency. Consistency is very nice. Oh, and then I started adding windows everywhere because I didn't realize I didn't really do windows upstairs, and I was like, oops. Whoopsie. Probably need some of those. Yeah, and that's when I realized I didn't like the Strangerville window, so I deleted it. And then I put Realm of Magic windows in, but I did like 2 windows with like the fancy little design on the inside of them. Looks pretty good, I think. I ended up doing all the upstairs windows with the fancy design, except the Christmas tree one, so you can still see the Christmas tree. And then the downstairs had like the more open windows. That's what I ended up going with. And I added some windows to the dining room because I felt it was kind of dark in there, so then I put the tapestry upstairs, and then I was putting curtains everywhere. And it was so hard for me to decide which side to put the curtain on in the middle windows all the time, because I'm like, they only have a left and a right. Oh yeah, and then I put rocking chairs outside because that's cute. And maybe it's too cold for that, but it's The Sims, and your Sims don't give a shit. So I don't give a shit. That's what I think. Oh yeah, and then the landscaping. I didn't do much landscaping, but my thought process behind that was when you're making a gingerbread house, people also don't do like super elaborate landscaping all the time. So there. I just did like little Christmas trees and shit. It was fun. And I put some pines in the back too. I just couldn't decide what side to put the Christmas trees on. And I hadn't used the Christmas trees from holiday celebration stuff yet, so I needed to use those. And also, then I decided the reindeer got their own side of the house. So there. And then the trees kept floating, but just ignore it. It's fine. But yeah, very, very minimalistic landscaping, but let's just say, you know, you spent your time building the inside of this gingerbread house in your kitchen. Your kitchen's a mess. There's sugar everywhere. You don't want to spend 8 years on the landscaping, right? It makes sense in my brain. Also, I'm not good at landscaping, so honestly, you should be glad I didn't try. It would look bad. And then I spent 8 hours picking a bed, and I ended up going with the cats and dogs bed, because it's kind of got that same little cookie aesthetic. I don't know, I like the little posts too. They're nice. I really like how this master bedroom turned out. I did this little chair corner because I really wanted to use the chairs from Snowy Escape. Because I like how they got that little blanket draped over them, and it kind of could be made of frosting. Yeah, and then I ended up putting the... I really like this vampire's lamp. I don't know. I really love it. I like the little tassels hanging down. It's fun. And then the wreath from Laundry Stuff is pretty good. And then I ended up putting in my favorite mirror, the Jungle Adventure mirror. I love that thing. Also sometimes called the Vixella mirror, if you watch her videos. And then I used my favorite rug again. I have favorite items, did you know? Yeah, we're getting kind of close. We're getting kind of close to the end. I'm just kind of figuring out what to do with this corner now. I ended up putting another Christmas tree and a little nutcracker to fill in the space. And then I think I also added like a chair. Maybe. Like a little sitting area just because I didn't know what to do in this corner. Like I said earlier, I really struggled with the upstairs floor plan, but I ended up making, like, yeah, I used this chair. A little sitting area. Oh, and then I was like, I'm gonna put an ottoman at the end of the master bed, because that always looks really cool when people do that. And it's not like that's not a thing that happens in real life, because my parents have an ottoman at the end of their bed, so there. Yeah, and then I changed to the green one, because I liked the color. Yep. And then I was like, this chair needs an ottoman too. Let me give it one. So then I used that one until I remembered that cats and dogs also came with a matching ottoman for that chair. So then we got matching shit. And then I remembered I needed to clutter the kitchen. I'm really not like a methodical builder at all. I kind of just do things as I see them and realize I need to do them. You can kind of tell by the order of the speed build. Yeah. But I like how the kitchen turned out. I didn't go crazy on the clutter. I ended up deleting those plates too. Yeah, there we go. Although, now looking back, it's like I really could have kept those plates. They looked fine. I don't know what I was thinking. And then I put a nutcracker in that corner, because what else are you going to put in that corner? I put a shoe rack in, because I think the charrettes are actually functional now, if I remember correctly. Like, you can turn off or turn on wearing shoes inside. And then I made another present corner over here because I didn't know what to do in that corner either. See, a lot of the design choices in this build was based on me not knowing what to do in like a little corner, and I'm like, ah, shit, presents? Christmas tree? Yes. Yeah. I'm so creative and smart, guys, did you know? Yep, and then this was me at the very end, realizing I don't have a mailbox. Gotta have a mailbox, y'all. But Seasons came in clutch with that candy cane mailbox. And then I just put a white trash can, because I figured it blends in with the snow and no one's gonna think it's an ugly eyesore. Because you kind of need a trash can for the house to be functional, so I put one. And then I put little guy. And that's the end. So, yeah. Have fun with the screenshots. Hope you enjoyed the speed build. See you guys next time. Bye, everybody!